What is up, guys? It's Guildspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this terrific Tuesday afternoon? Hope y'all are doing well. I know I am. With that being said, we are going to jump right on into some killer matches. Keep in mind, the Wheel of Killer is currently active, as well as your ability to choose a killer that you would like to see be played. So without further ado, we are going to jump in with a little bit of Bleat Boy, as I do want to finish up the Ritual of Blight. Oh, I was really confused to like why I can re-roll this after I already re-rolled it. I'm not going to re-roll it now because I'm already here with the Bleat. Might as well throw in a Blood Point Offering. I think these are fine. I know that there was a bug with Blood Point Offerings and using them in conjunction with the new offerings, or rather the Vent Offerings to be more accurate. I'm not sure if that is still an ongoing issue, but we will have to wait and see. Haven't played Blight in a hot minute. Played Blight yesterday for one match. It didn't go horribly. Probably could have gone better in the grand scheme of things. With that being said, though, we'll see how we fare with Mr. Bleat. But hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. I did adjust the ads manager a little bit, so I didn't realize that the way that it worked was that don't run an ad until after X period of time was when it's going to run the first ad. So I pushed that back to 15 minutes, so it should run after this match. And then I have it going every 30 minutes thereafter, so we should, keywords, be good on running ads at the right time. But we are on the Sanctum of Wrath. Survivor could spawn over here, so let's take a look. No, Bill, no flick for you. Alright, so let's chase the Bill boy. Keep in mind, our build is not the best in the world. It is Whispers, Sloppy Butcher, Noed, and Bitter Murmur. So this is the generic build that I mentioned yesterday that I'm thinking about doing with win streaks. Messed up a little bit there, but we're fine. We ended up finding them anyways. Where you going, friendo? A whole lot of nowhere, it would seem. You have a rush, Sloppy Butcher applied. So close. I think if I may have had the Blighted add-ons for additional speed, we may have been able to. A little bit of fake out there, get her going around. Good vault back, though. There's the vault. And that is now blocked off. I think we get her down here without issue. Only reason why we wouldn't is if she had a dead heart in hand. Don't hear footsteps behind me, so I think we're clear. They did get a gen. I did not see where they went off to. With that being said, let's go zoom in. Hello there, Jeffy boy. We also see Bill here. Bill's not on the tile where Jeff is, so let's go for Bill in that case. I see the Bill boy. Unless you have bounce lane, you don't get anywhere from him. So far, so good on this match. Pretty happy with it, though there's a lack of hooks around here. I kind of wish that Whispers did a little bit more, or at least was a little bit more precise in what it did. Let's break this since Jeff is right here. Oh, Jeffy. There's the vault, probably going towards Shack. Does look to be that way. He kicks the pumpkin, will vault for distance. Yeah, she has a really good setup here as this links both Shack and the tile. So I think I drop Chase here and I go back to unhook on Bill. I don't really want to chase Bill and tunnel him out. I could if I really wanted to, but I don't. So we'll go for Cheryl. We'll get the hit through the pallet. Excellent. And do a little bit of a brush. Perfect. Bill? You sure about this, bud? Oh my god. That was dumb. Kept on getting caught on that corner there. I think I get this hit. Yeah, just barely. Alright, let's get the up on her. That will be her second hook. And Bill's just straight up dead. We know he doesn't have off-the-record BTDS since he did touch Cheryl on the ground. So he should be good for the pickup and kill on Billboy here. Oh, look at that hook right next to him. On hook right next to me. They had time they could have spent. They opted not to, though. Let's make you heal a little bit longer with that mend. We could tunnel her out if we really wanted to, though I don't think it's entirely necessary for us. I just don't know where their unhooker is, but that answers that question. Close one. My flicks aren't as good as they probably could be, and for that reason alone, I probably could have gotten that hit. We go for the vault, no pallet friend, attempted 360. If anything, you just gave me more time to refresh my charges. Oh, Jeffy. Yo, what's up, Nathan? How you doing today? Yeah, I tried to cut him off. He was smart. He saw what I was trying to do, and he won that mind game. Back to Shack plus tile. This is a really strong setup, to be honest. So the red light, Bill's back, goes with vault. No, look at you. He has pallet. Vault's there instead. A little bit of a mind game there. To be honest, I was trying to go for the hug tech on Blight. It just didn't really work out much in my favor. One gen left. Need to look at the gen spread right now and see where everyone is at. There is one gen on the other side of the map that I need to be wary of, so let's go there. We do have Noed, and next time we find Cheryl, she's dead on hook. But let's rush back here. Yep, Whisper's on, so they're on this gen. Without a doubt. Let's look around, be very thorough. Ideally don't want to leave a survivor back here alone, because we clearly see that they are here with Whispers. Check the Z-wall. Yo, what's up, Cam? Cam, how you doing today, friend? Well, might as well kick it for the 2.5%, then go back for the unhook on the Jeff. Whispers is off now, so it looks like they did leave after all. There's the unhook, as was expected. No scratch marks. I hear him still healing. Brave Cheryl is brave. This is just the generic build. So if you've noticed, all of the perks here are all generic perks. He has pallet. Will break. Have 2 charges left. And this is the build that I'm thinking of running for killer win streaks. There's the vault. Good pallet drop. Hi, Cheryl. We're expecting the vault, did you, friend? Alright, let's kill her off. And then if they do pop to Jen, we got Bitter Murmur for where they are. And then Noed to boot. So that's 1. That's 2. Let's rush Nancy. Now we're not gonna hit her because we have Noed. So we're just gonna M1 her instead. I still suck with Blight, but I'm getting there. He takes a lot of time to understand how to flick. Alright, let's hook you. Yeah, we don't want to hit her with the M2s because they will not down her with Noed. So, Exegate here. He could be up on Noed. But looks like he might just be on other Exegate. Which honestly would make sense. Yep, there he is. Probably 99. And like I said, Noah doesn't down in the Blighted Rush. Honestly, I'll take it. Given that this gen has 0 gen regression, I will take the 3k 10 hook. Not bad in the slightest. But with that being said, GG well played to these survivors. Oh, did I not down enough survivors with Bleat Boy? Looks like maybe not. Sacrifice for... Someone DC? Game. I don't know if you know how to count, but 1, 2, 3. Eh? Apparently in Dead by Daylight 3 equals 2. Excuse me. Do you want to shake some Blight or everyone? Probably gonna do everyone. What I want to do is I'm switching up the rule set a lot, and it's less doing win streaks and just seeing how many wins we can do in a row and more or less measure our skill of each killer accordingly. Is what we're gonna do is we're only gonna count matches. I say GG well played, I did not. What we're gonna do is we're going to only record matches played on Dead Dog Saloon. We're going to run only generic perks on every killer. As far as add-ons, I'm still trying to figure that out, realistically speaking. Also, though Jolt is considered a generic perk, given the fact that I still have access to Demogorgon, I still view Demogorgon's perks as Demogorgons, respectively. And for that reason, the generic perks are only the ones that were started off truly generic. One could make an argument for Jolt, but based on the generic perks as they stand prior to the not release, but the taking away or the removal of the Stranger Things IP, these are probably the best 4 generic perks. They don't work for every killer, as we can see here, where Noah isn't great on Blight, but it can still get some value as you're able to rush to them, get them one down, yada yada. Overall, they're not bad perks. It's just a shame that there's no, like, generic gen regression. I think in the day and age that we are in DBD, that there probably should be for, like, just your average killer who doesn't have, you know, the Clown, Demogorgon, Hag, Twins, Doctor, so on and so forth. I think Doctor might be a free killer at this point. I forget, it's been a while. But either ways, I do advocate for that. But really curious, how did we only down 2 with Blighted Rush, I see. Is pretty good too. Yes and no. The problem with Shattered Hope is that it's so situational. There are going to be games where you just simply get 0 value off of Shattered Hope is the main problem. Like, yeah, if they're boons, then it's not bad. I still stand by the fact that Shattered Hope should be a base kit perk. And that you should just have the option to destroy a boon base kit. I don't understand why this is a perk. I'd be actually really curious to see behaviors data analysis on how many people use it. But with that being said, for those of you who are not subscribed, we are going to run a quick ad. We're running our ad manager right now, so it's going to start at 15 minutes, about now, and then run every 30 minutes thereafter. So with that being said, we will see you all soon. For those of you who are subscribed, we're just going to ready up. We are going to get things rolling. I don't actually know if this worked or not. I think it did because it's below 1.5, and now we're at 1.55, so that seems to have worked, I think. Then the main 4 as generic then? Yeah, so I'm going to, actually I'm not sure if Nathan can hear this, so I'll wait for the ad to run. But to answer their question, I'll answer it again. I'll be doing every killer with the 4 generic perks. And we'll go through everyone, and like I said, I want to run every killer on Dead Dog with the 4 generic perks. As far as add-ons, yet to be seen. Should be able to destroy Boone's base kit, but the Boon should be silent, like hexes. I can see that argument. I think the activation of the Boon should not be silent. I think the Boon itself, it could be. I think that's fine-ish. I think it's fine-ish. I don't know. I feel pretty indifferent on that one. I could be for or against it, respectively. What I do need to do before we do our win streak slash, I guess, skill check, more or less, is I need to create the scorecard to keep track of everything. That'd be fair in your opinion? I think it'd be all right. I still think boons overall give a huge advantage to survivors, as one boon basically gives a 5th perk to 3 other survivors. And so I do think that there needs to be like some form of way for killers to more effectively see where they are or hear where they are. So I don't know. I can see your argument. I also think that there should be some major risk to them, given the fact that unlike totems where killers only have 1 lit, 2 if it's undying, survivors are able to light 5 throughout the match still. If they were to, say, make it so boons can only be used once, I think I'd agree with you. Twice even, I would say would be fine. But as it stands, since they can use 1 boon on 1 survivor 5 times, even with Shattered Hope, I think that's still strong enough to where having a killer have the ability to hear them or see them from afar is probably okay. I still stand by the fact that they should limit how many times a boon can be used, but that's me. I think with Shattered Hope base kit, it would be less of an issue, but I still think it would be a good idea. This map's going to be a little bit miserable. Whisper is going to be pretty freaking useless. They were here. So hopefully I might get that. I was trying to do hug tech. I haven't done hug techs in a while. Friend, what are you doing? There we go. We got the hug tech. I just wasn't able to capitalize on it. That's the problem. Yeah, the game's going to be really rough, I think. As far as gens are concerned, we see one being worked below us. They missed a couple skill checks. We see one right there as well. They might think we're above them still. Surprise! Yeah, trying to get these doorways is going to be a bitch. There we go. It's better than Whispers, in my opinion. Whispers kind of situational depending on the map. I mean, you're 1000% correct. However, Nurse's Calling is, well, a unique perk on Nurse, or a teachable perk. Hence why, for the sake of the challenge, less of a win streak, more of a challenge, I think I should call it. It is a, it's not available, or not an option, more accurately. Hi, hi, Dwight Boy. You think I didn't see you? Oh, so that's Jonah. I think that was Dwight. Hell. Dead by Space. I would love a Dead Space crossover. Imagine a Dead Space guy in Dead by Daylight. I think that'd be sick. Do you have anything here? Nope. Good job on the duck, honestly. Appreciate that play. I specifically tried to down him, so it wasn't unfair to her, but... hello? Jonah? Oh no, they're on the other side, that's right. I thought they were back here for some reason. Nope, they over here. Yeah, I'm trying not to hit you, Claudie girl. I could just go for her and put her on a hook for a second time, but I'm trying to be a little bit nice here, even though this map is a huge disadvantage to me. Hi, are you okay? I mean, I'm not gonna swing until I get to the hook. Yep, insta break. I forget if I can get the hit here. No. At one point in time, you could. Oh my god, I'm getting caught on every bit of geometry possible. Hi, friends. Let the BT on you, make your heal a bit longer. I'm sorry, you don't get anywhere. Alright, up you go, Claudie girl. Let's get you up on a hook. Everyone's still injured. One person has to mend. Overall, not a bad situation for us, even though this map is hot garbage. At least for Blight especially. There's too much geometry for us to worry about. I actually probably could have continued the rush, maybe even got the down on him for that. Good dodge. Yeah, nurses is very much a teachable, hence the nurses calling. Yeah, that's fine. We'll break and then rush. I feel like my flicks are on point, but they're getting some pretty good dodges. Do you want to know, Claude about to die on hook if they're not careful. It's not like we're over there either, funny enough. There we go. Yeah, no, when I'm saying generic perks, I'm talking about, like, specifically the ones that are accessible on quite literally everyone. So this is 2 survivors on Death Hook. I mean, yeah, everyone's on hook at once, I think. Oh my god, got caught there. Yeah, Whisper's activated. They're nearby. Oh, survivors. One's up to stop. Oh, interesting. Still injured too. Nope, Tinker is a Billy teachable. Like I said, these are, in my opinion, the 4 best generic perks. I was gonna say, if there was a better one, I'd be using it. Let's get you down. So there must be Kate on the gen up top. Must be a Kate. Let's put you here. Go. Actually, we don't even need to go up top. I think we go back for Jonah. He has like 15 seconds left. I guess that is up top. Nah, scratch that. I tried to hug tech this. Didn't get in time. Okay. Questionable decisions are questionable, but we'll take it. Wait. The hell? That was so strange. It showed that the hook was free, but it wasn't. Ooh, enjoy your burgers, Cam Cam. Let's actually hit you real quick, see if we can get through the renewal. Yeah, that must have been really close on the renewal, too. Where'd I leave you? There you are, Kate. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even want to, or think about getting the down there. I just wanted to hit them with Deep Wound, so that way they didn't get a free health state off the renewal. So it definitely worked out in my favor. So let's go back, see if you're ready for pickup. Thank you. I heard someone back there. Are they back there? Might be through here. They're through here. Thought H and X was an S. You know, yeah. I think that's what they're going for, more or less, just in a bit more roundabout way. Oh no, they can't go through there. Oopsie. I think they have a way upstairs, though. No, they don't. Where are you? Hello? Hi, Jonah. So that must be Kate in front of me. You gonna body block from Kate? Nope, she's upstairs. I heard the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Let's see. Saw scratch marks there. Oh, scratch marks over here. Honestly, I would have continued going forward since I didn't see any sign of her. Let's cut her off here. We could also just hunt for Hatch. Honestly, it's probably more reasonable play, but doesn't matter. Ooh, that life, though. Nice job. Good job on the Hatch, too. And another 3K10 hook for the Blit Boy. Grab that, but GG, well played to these survivors. To be fair, there were not many moments when people weren't on hooks or in chase. It's like, yeah, he probably did the 2 gens, but like, literally at any given time, I was in chase of someone was on the hook, someone's in the moment of unhooking. I mean, early game Dwight could have def finished one. I think I was chasing him for a bit. Either way, good luck. Have fun as much. Alright, alright. Well, let's finish up our challenge here. Start a chase with 4 different survivors while using the perk I am all ears. Mark 3 survivors as Ghostface. Yeah, let's do that one. Why not? Let's play a little bit Ghosty Boy. Keep in mind that we do have the Wheel O Killer, as well as the ability for you guys to choose my killer at any point in time. But we're going to just play a little bit of Ghosty. And right now, like I said, for those who aren't aware, I'm just going to be running the generic perks on killers just for the hell of it. I am going to do a challenge of sorts just to challenge myself on seeing how well I play each killer by using just the generic perks, the same on all 4. I thought about, like, what if I used a different build just across all 4? And I don't know, I feel like this is, like, no real gen regression, a little bit of information, some slowdown off of Sloppy, as well as a pretty decent endgame perk. I think this is a very fair build. I don't think survivors can look at this build and go, oh, I hate that you use this build. It's like, there's 0 gen regression. There is 2, like, not so great information perks. And yes, I understand there's no ed, but, like, give me a little bit of a break. So I think these are pretty fair overall. I know survivors will always find something to complain about in the grand scheme of things. More or less, actually, everyone will find something to complain about, both survivors and killers alike. There is no helping that fact. But, yeah, I want to start getting Dead Dog Saloon offerings built up. And then hopefully maybe, like, during a day when Dead Dog is heavily weighted, we can just kind of go right in and just try and get as many Dead Dog matches going. Because those are going to be the only matches that I record. As that way, it's the same map, every single killer, same perks on every single killer. Only difference is their individual power and of course their add-ons, which I have to figure out if I just want to let like no holds bars use the best of the best add-ons, or if I want to like restrict. But I think maybe just using the best of the best, like really showcase the power of every killer, and that way it isn't like the perks aren't the thing defining, because perks like Dead Man Switch can be game defining with killers like Artist in comparison to Trapper, where Dead Man Switch is going to be big meh. So I think it's going to be relatively fair. Shelby, out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on Behavior at some point releasing a generic gen regression perk? I think that it would make sense for killers who like don't buy a lot of DLC, for the be at this point in time, at this point in the grand scheme of things, for there to be a generic gen regression perk that everyone has access to. Like, it doesn't need to be as good as like old Pop. I just want a generic perk, Bloodweb. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. And by the time that they were to fix that, I bet you that you already have all the generic perks. I know what you're talking about, though. It is miserable. Yeah, I don't know. I hope for it to someday happen, but no, one can hope. Whispers, they're near. I can clearly see the David game. Seriously? Okay, so we drop chase of him. Bye, David. We're instead going to go over here. Did they vault out? Yep, that's Yui. I don't understand, though, how that wasn't a mark. Where'd she go? Like, I see you. I guess my strat is about up. I'll mark him down here. Where's basement? If basement's in library, I might go there. I don't know how she got that. That must be the extended blind. Yeah, that must be the extended blind, flashlight, and bulb add-ons. I don't know if chasing her is the right choice here. Good luck on the DVDs. She'll drop. Wow, really? She didn't. Hold the phone! Why did you just sprint? Like a sprint burst? Unless you have 99. Unless you had a 99 sprint, I'm a little bit confused here. That's 2 gens too, which is a bit rough. David's heal, that's fine. We'll get the down here. That's fine. Yeah, that was so odd. I don't have much of an explanation for what happened there. The only thing I can think of is that it was a 99 sprint. Nothing there. Can't see anything there. Alright, let's try and cut him off for the mark. Yeah, it looks like he didn't follow the path I was hoping. But hold up, they are over here. Alright, we don't want to go for him. Out of everyone, I think we go for Yui. Yeah, I think we go for Yui here, because she has the least mark on her. Another gen pop. We do see Bitter Murmur. She did not double back at all. He is 99. Yeah, I'm kind of suffering here a bit. Really? Good fake. Yeah, we got the hit there. That's fine. We're cloaked up. Alright, mark him. He's got nothing to work with. Let's down you. Unfortunately, we're already 3 gens in, so we're in a world of hurt in that regard. No real work being done there. I mean, you want to find Dwight, who's also pretty heavily marked. I also do this for some extra speed. No real work there. Where's Dwight? Fresh hell. Like, the gens are pretty well clustered. They're here. Let's mark them. Yeah, you can drop the pallet, go for the unhook, but you die for it. Ace goes in for the body block attempt. Not happening, though. Yui's nearby for the flashlight attempt. Let's get you up on hook, then. Yeah, so it sounds like David's nearby, going for the unhook on the Yui. You might have to kill Yui here. I hate to say it, but we're 3 gens in, only 4 hooks. I think I need to reduce numbers. So that's sprint burst. Really holding it there for the fake swing. We'll go for Ace, though. He's here, injured, no BT. And he's primed for the unhook. He has pallet and window coming up. Ooh, talk about a close one. He almost got that hit. We think Yui goes for the unhook. David gets hit by it. We don't go for Dwight for obvious reasons. Let's just hook David. Everyone's injured, so we're in a pretty good place right now. Still would like to go for Yui, if at all possible. Scratch marks and blood. Okay, they went out. They must have seen or heard my Terradius. Alright, that's Yui. That's perfect. Exactly who I want to find here. So let's kill her off. We're gonna lose a gen more likely than not. But that is fine. Let's bring her in here, hook her up. Game just lagged? What the hell? Butter's not even in the room, so I don't know why it would drop like that. That's so peculiar. Up there, we see Bitter Murmur. Interesting. They must have heard my wisps. Noed's in effect. Bitter Murmur 2. It's down you. You see David there. Dwight's down. Not sure what they're thinking there. Then we go for David thereafter. Okay. That was really odd. Like, they had to have known that Noed was up then. Let's pick up Ace, bring you over here. Even if they unbreakable right now, I don't think they have the time. And then there's Dweet Boy. No, no, Dweet. If you... So I'm going to be clear. If I can't reach a hook, I will drop you and let you bleed. But I have a hook over here, so I think I should be fine. Another bit of lag. Really odd. DBD's on something today. But that turned around real quick, like. Was not expecting that. The no-ad coming in clutch. I mean, the two people that I heard initially were both injured, Ace and then David, but Dwight came in like a bull in a china shop and just decided that, well, I guess I'll join the party. But GG, well played to these survivors. You've completed challenge 2. Very nice. You see that they are a TTV. Let's see if they are live. Always here to support other Dead by Daylight content creators. Listen, Christian. It does appear that they are live. Wait for the ad to go through, and then we will drop and follow and say some GG's well played. All right. I think I've versed you a long time ago. Got any old messages in here? Considering that you didn't pop up as a brand new chatter, you have indeed been in here before. Looks like you had one message prior to this saying GG's back 12/29/2022. So it has been almost 2 years since I last seen you, but GG's well played, my friend. GG's well played. I appreciate you stopping by, saying hi once again, and hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. All right. GG's, GG's. And also want to make sure I say it, GG's to Listen Christian, but I think they went offline immediately after that match, so whoops. So I guess I'll bring up their VOD. I'm always enjoy whatchamacallit, viewing VODs later. All right. Well, once again, do want to remind everyone here today that we are utilizing the Twitch Ads Manager. So we are going to be running a ad here in just 1 second. Your Skira, hopefully I said that right. Apologize if I didn't, let me know. But GG's, my friend, GG's. I appreciate stopping by saying hi. I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach guys how to play Killer and survivors how to play against Killer. Very happy to have you here. We also have some channel points where you can spin the wheel of Killer, randomize which killer I am playing for the next match, or choose which killer that I will use. You should have enough to spin the wheel if you do drop a follow. With that being said, though, we are going to go for a quick ad break here in just a minute and 30 seconds. Probably going to run a bit early so that way you guys don't miss anything outside of our load screens if you are not subscribed. But before I do that, I'll spin the wheel for you, Yaskira, and we are going to spin the wheel and land on the Demogorgon, Mr. Demo Puppy. So we'll get that loaded on up and set up for the next match. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit. All right, it's Mr. Demo Boy. What's my challenge again? Just Purple Cliff, which I always forget to do. Always, without fail. For those who are here for the first time in a while, or just brand new, we are using nothing but generic perks right now. I am going to do a little bit of a challenge to where I am going to play every killer with their generic perks on Dead Dog Saloon. Only Dead Dog Saloon are the matches where we're tracking to see how good we are with each individual killers using the same perks on the same map with their best add-ons. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be really challenging. I'm personally having a lot of fun with it because it really does change up the way of the game, and obviously I recognize that I'm going to be getting less hooks. The gens are going to be going a bit faster because of that, but it's still been fun nonetheless, rather than using my good old meta builds, which is always going to be Corrupt Intervention, Eruption, Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, and a fourth, which really is to either bolster the weaknesses of said killer or strengthen their strengths even more so, you know, i.e. the Demogorgon with the good old save the best for last. But we're having a good time, and hopefully you all are as well. Just need to make sure that I'm getting messages. I'm the hall director on call for the school right now that I work at. So I is waiting for messages confirming the not the hall director, the resident assistant on call is, well, doing their job. All right, but we are back just in time as we are jumping into this match. We see a couple med kits. Okay, so here's a question. I've been seeing it a bit more on Twitter and the DBD Twitter sphere. I talked about it a bit yesterday. What are your guys' thoughts on the idea of removing medkits from the game? Or at least capping heal speeds in some capacity. I don't know. I think that medkits are, as I've said time and time again, the strongest tool that a survivor can bring into a match, hands down. So I wonder... This is an idea. What about instead of removing medkits from the game, what if you just made it that medkits modified heal speeds instead of giving you the ability to heal yourself? I mean, that would be kind of fine. It'd give you basically a 5th perk in essence. Because medkits already have built-in stat modifiers. I need to take a look. Like, obviously the green medkit's 100% heal speed. Basically, that's a we'll make it on a stick, right? I'm pretty sure that other medkits, like the yellow one, also have modifiers. I think the yellow one is 35% on altruistic heal speed, i.e. healing other survivors is going to be faster by 35%, where healing yourself is going to be at the flat, 0 additional, 100 flat, so 16 seconds. Altruistic healing speed on brown is 25%. Emergency medkit is actually only 50%. I thought for some reason it was 100, but it's only 50% additional on self and altruistic. And then purple is 50 on altruistic, and that's it. So I think, it would be fine, in my opinion, if they removed the ability to self-heal and just gave you the benefit of the altruistic or self-healing speeds on individual medkits. I'd actually be really for that. That's actually a really interesting idea. There's no way to really test that out, but I think that would be okay. Because it would remove the biggest issue of medkits is that you basically have the time whenever you heal yourself, and sometimes more than that if the green medkit or certain add-ons. But if behavior were to remove that ability to self-heal, I think that would make medkits more balanced in the current meta. Huh! I like that idea. Alright though, but we are on, what, Blood Lodge? I can't see the other side of the map. Is this Blood Lodge? This is Blood Lodge. Is there more fog than normal? Because I swear to God, I normally can see the other side of the map. Am I crazy? Crow's there. No corrupt. Oh, I saw something. I 1000% saw something. I'm not sure if, they kicked a pumpkin. That's a window. No? I don't know. I could have sworn I saw a ripple. That is Rebecca. We got the shred. We do need to keep in mind with Sloppy, we need the M1 at some point in time. Rebecca held W for the most part. I think she has a medkit too, which is unfortunate. Do you hear anyone else back here? No. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, honestly. Yep, there's 1, 2, one person going right, one person going left. Great Murmur getting some good info. They have a pallet here. Let's see if they use it. They do not. They go on long side. Really smart job by Michaela. We can do a double fake. We do the double fake. We'll shred it. And moving to the next tile. Do you have anything coming out outside the vault? You do here on the right. Tries a 360. It doesn't work. a noise notification over there of some form. What it was, don't know. Rebecca is healed, which was to be expected. We can't really mind game this, so we just need to force the pallet drop. Good job there by the Michaela. Not gonna work forever though. We'll do 2, and then... Yeah, she's gonna drop at some point, and she knew I was going to have to stop going for the shred. Tiles over here are rough. A boon. Boons are very strong. Jesus, look at these linked tiles. It's an LL, I think. So that's a mid-vault. We'll get the down. And also apply Sloppy Butchers, which will make healing her a little bit more difficult. I am 1000% for that. Our 2 gens already completed. We're gonna have to be really aggressive around this hook, I feel. So I think you put a portal down and revisit the hook thereafter. No real progress here. We do see a survivor back there, so let's go there as they're in the corner. Decent amount of progress to Boone. Could be Shadow Step. As nope, we do see whatchamacallit, scratch marks. So it is not probably Circle Healing then, or Dark Theory, or the other one, the Unbreak a Boon. Pallet there, not going for it though. Instead going here. And trying to go for there. However, that's a mid-vault, so not happening. Not seeing anyone on the unhook just yet, but I want to pressure as I do see scratch marks. Yep, sure enough. There's Rebecca, leave one slugged. There's the vault. There's the vault back. Good job by Rebecca. Scratch marks here. Going back there. Oh, Rebecca. You have to make a move soon. Otherwise, she does move to the second stage. So really good on Nia for coming in here on the pickup. I think at this point in time with 3 injured, we go for the pickup on Yui. As 3 are injured, 2 afflicted by the likes of Sloppy Butcher. Michaela there for some ungodly reason. So let's go there real quick, and pressure our glyph there. Second heal now for Rebecca, probably self-heal. We do see here on the med kit. Let's hit. Yeah, holes. Great. No, scratch marks heading back for the unhook. The hardest save for certain. Actually, no, correction. Scratch marks went back here. But none that I can see going for the unhook specifically. There's Nia, there's Michaela too. Rebecca might go for the unhook here. Potentially a balanced landing. So close there. A little bit more to the right, we've been fine. Fake? No, she pressed forward. No way you get that in time. About to set on second stage and not careful on the survivor on hook. Are they gonna hit second stage? They do not. They might heal under hook though. So we're gonna put a portal here. Alright, can I please go? And we're gonna go. Scratch marks going into the LT wall. Glyph back here as well, funny enough. Hit you. Let's break the boon while we're at it so they can't heal, since we did see the second one healing. Portal's still there, though I don't think we hook there. That way they're not incentivized to cleanse the portal right away. We do see that there. They do cleanse that one, though. And I want to say the survivor's probably still relatively close by. Let's do this for the additional speed. I do want to grab my glyph before I forget. Glyph, come here. Hello. I foresee someone going for the unhook. Perfect. Where do you get the flashlight, by the way? You must have looted that at some point. Because I don't think she had it before. There's the unhook. Well, once again, portal. Leaving one back here. You can't heal 2. 1 at most. There's 1. You don't know where the second one is, so let's go for the Yui. A little bit late on that one. That's on me. Portal there before the heal, makes sense. In the LL wall. Let's vault for distance. And she got nothing here. Good attempt on the fake though. I appreciate it. Well, let's look in front of the portal that is still yet to cleanse, and then go back to the LT, back here. I think I do need someone out of the match at this point in time, just because we are 3 gens in, so we might end up going for the Yui, I think. There's Nia. You see another crow back over there. No other signs of survivors, though. They're trying to drag me into the completed gens. We do see scratch marks. We are going to portal. Scratch marks in, but not out. Not sure which one was bleeding. Goes inside upstairs. Back out. Which means the one on the gen is over there. Bounce landing, wish I knew that. Really? That's shocking there, Rebecca, me girl. You do not look behind you at all. That is clear as day. Now, Yui might still be back there in the gen, funny enough. But she's healed one way or another. Gen's about completed, no signs of survivor. There's Michaela on the LT. Sprint burst. Ooh, I tried to go for a snapshot there, but did not work in my favor. They have a vault. Good fake. Gonna get me away from there. We'll break here. Probably should have done it earlier, to be fair. And then I think we press back on the hook. Look around for survivors. Going for the unlock. We know Nia was over there earlier. Michaela might go back. No, she's over there. She had a no man's land. Yeah, let's take this. Just to aggressive. Bitter Murmur shows 1. We don't know where 2 is. Who is this? Michaela or Yui? That is Yui. That's fantastic, actually. Because we can get the hit. And she really has nothing to work with here. I think she recognizes that too. So we'll get the down, get her out of the match, and we're in a better position than we were. Alright, let's hook here. I don't think we're going to be hooking here often. There's Noed. 1, 2, 3. They're pretty close to Noed. They're gonna see the lit totem. Yep, there's Rebecca. She sees that we are going to go for her. And I don't think she has much available here. The boon was over here for some reason. They're not aware of Noah just yet. And they're definitely in this tile still. No scratch marks, no nothing. I was hoping they would panic given the no-ad. And we're just gonna box them out. That's 2. Really? They might be on the far exit gate then. Alright, basement it is. I think with 2 basement, no ed up, I don't think there's any reason for Nia to go for the unhook, let's be honest. If they went for no ed, then maybe. But I do not see them on it. Oh, they were on this execute. Funny. It was far enough along to where I can't really make a move. But we know for a fact they're there, so if they don't leave, they are in dire straits. Yeah. it makes too much sense at that point. Know it up. No, you do not get the free blind, friends. Go. Leave this place. Honestly, in that time, they could have gone for Noah, gone for a trade, but given the fact they are also on Death Hook, probably not the best course of action. But it is what it is. But GG, well played to these survivors. We did get a purple glyph as well. Very nice, very nice. Alright, check my text messages. Make sure that everyone has the phone. I just want to show you a flashlight. No, I can't remember classic DD. Yes, def camping when no one hit second stage via progression. With 2 gens left, I needed some pressure. I mean, look at the build. Like, people need to understand that camping and tunneling are a strategy at the end of the day in order to reclaim some pressure from the survivors. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. As far as Noah is concerned, I mean, fact of the matter is, we're using 4 generic perks. So yeah, it's kind of is what it is. All right. Make sure that's taken care of. We are good there. Good, good. All right, let's get a new challenge. Yeah, I was really hoping I was going to get some of those hits out the hills with the shreds. Using Eyemall Ears. Who would be a good candidate for Eyemall Ears? I think the best candidate would be Executioner. So I guess instead of like Brutal Strength here, we could use Eyemall Ears. And we only need to start a chase? Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll use Eyemall Ears on Pyramid Head. And we'll use our actual meta build. Let's see. A new message has been received. Erickson. Perfect. I'll respond to that. I'm just waiting on one more then. Alright, so Mr. Pyramid Head. We readied up, right? Yeah, good. It's like, wait 1 second. We do not have any of the event offerings on the Executioner. But overall, like, pretty consistently with the build we are using, the generic build on killers on maps that I'd say aren't even necessarily killer friendly. We're getting like a 3K10 hook, which has been pretty cool. Welcome back, Cam. How were the burgers? Hopefully they were pretty good. Burgers were delicious. Awesome. Did he put like any toppings on them or just like straight up beef? I imagine he probably seasoned, put some toppings on them, maybe some cheese, some pickles, nice relish or something like that. All right. So we just need to start 4 chases while using the perk I'm all ears. That is all too simple. I was expecting like get 4 hits or 4 downs, but no, it's like no, get 4 chases. Also, for you guys to know, we are doing a bit of a shorter stream today, so we're only going to go until 9 p.m. CST. So that's about another hour from now. See them, I put chopped onions in the meat before throwing them on the grill, cheese on top, and some bacon. Ooh. See, I don't know. I'm always split about putting onions into the meat because unless you, like, brown or cook the onions beforehand, you're going to get a lot of that moisture off the onions on the grill. I feel like putting the bacon or, like, a pancetta into the burger meat, that would make a lot of sense because you got a lot of that fat coming off, and so it would keep it nice and moist. But I'm afraid with the onion inside the burger, it's going to get a little bit crumbly. That's me. That or also like steam the inside rather than getting a good cook all the way through. For me, I always am going to prefer onions on top rather than onions inside. But to each their own. To each their own. Well, they came out well, then that's all that matters. As you can tell, actually, I mean, you guys know we did cooking streams, which I would love to bring back at some point. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Right now, the place I'm living at does not have a great area for like a camera setup or a TV. Prefer either, but you have a fair point. Yeah, like I said, that's my only concern. Like maybe if you like roast the onions beforehand, have some like oil and some salt on top, and get rid of a lot of that moisture. Or like you could also grill them. Grill the onions on the grill and get a nice char too. That would be freaking lovely. I'm surprised still have a chance of spawning over here on the same side as us. So we want to take a quick peek to make sure that they haven't. And sure enough, they have. Hi, friend. Pallet not going down. Let's see it. Survivor going where? Going to the next tile. Miss. That's why I love I'm all ears on Pyramid Head. East Mall Burger mean rare, so being the burger doesn't really affect it. Fair. See, I am very much a medium rare in the as long as it's fresh ground. If it's not fresh ground, I don't risk it. So I normally go medium if I like go out to eat, unless the restaurant says they fresh grind their beef, which is pretty rare for the most part, but there are the rare exceptions to that rule. My ear's about to be on cooldown. A survivor, 2 survivors. Could go for a kick here. I'm ear's not off cooldown yet. Double fault. Somehow not in chase though. Good double back. Appreciate it. Might want to pressure the unhook. No scratch mark suggesting they're going back there, but sure enough. Let's see. You see one. Where's the unhooker? Shocker. There's the hit on Yoichi. That's a bit of an overcome, I think. Got a bit of a decent bit of distance. Good thing we didn't kick the gen. Good fake. Try to go for the snapshot. Let's see if we can get him at the vault with I'm all ears off cooldown. I got the down. Jen here has a bit of progression. Probably could have kicked beforehand, but I don't remember if they have a flashlight in hand. Yeah, it is the most progressed. We'll kick though. Oh yeah, I 1000% agree that it's much better medium rare. Like I said, I would love to get my own meat grinder and like grind my own meat. That's one of my long-term goals, I think. Really committing to the gen. Are you gonna tap? You know what? We'll go for Carlos. We'll give him the gen in exchange for Carlos. This is fine, since Carlos is on second stage. Or he'll move to second stage, rather, more accurately. There's no way we can really do anything of both. Take it out. No dead hard. Other gen next to Yoichi's hook was pretty real progressive. They're smart. They'll probably complete it before going for the heal, which seems to be the case given the fact that Yoichi is not healed yet. Survivors are playing really well here. So I need to be aggressive. I think I need to, at 3 gens, I always live by the ideology that 3 gens in, I need to get someone out of the game. I think we go for Yoichi here. We go for Yoichi. Got the down. Unfortunately, did proc I'm all ears here. So that is a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Let's go for another Scourge Hook Pain Res. Probably gonna hit whichever one Hattie's on. Let's pressure the unhook in the distance. Am I 16 seconds away? Probably, but it doesn't even matter. Hattie's here, and Carlos is not. Where do we think Carlos went? We think he went further back in here. No sign of them. Could have had a med kit, though. There it is. Yep, he probably started the heal. So we'll get the down. Got the Scourge Hook. Get him out of the game. Sorry, friend, but it is necessary at this point in time. I run double range add-on, Scourge Hook, Pain Res, Floods of Rage, Tinker, and I'm all ears and Permanent. Not bad. Yeah, the double range add-ons are always going to be the best options for him. That was a quick heal, so either we'll make it or 2 survivors, methinks. There is a Yoichi. I have no qualms at this point in the game going for him, especially after a heal. It's 2 health states, so... Bit of a fake. That's a tree. He goes to there. Boom. And he's in a corner, so he's pretty much dead to rights. Good job. Good job. Second person coming in for the body blocks. Good job there. Drops the pallet. Ooh, really good job there. And there's a double hit. Lovely stuff. Yeah, we down Hattie, and that should probably be that. Scourge over there still up, right? No, no it's not. So we'll hook here with Yoichi, looking around for hooks thereafter. We might not have one in range, funny enough. Yeah, it's not a bad build. The only thing that I would probably replace might be Tinker and Floods of Rage. Tinker, in my opinion, just not all too good of a perk anymore. Floods of Rage, similarly, not that great. Let her drop. I'm all ears is active. She's going to Shack. I mean, I can appreciate the 4% attempt, but you got nothing, friend. Let's send you to the other side of the map. That's where I'm gonna guess Yunjin's at. Let's take a look-see. Also, I need to deposit my shards, don't I? Yep, there it is. Ooh, completed gen, too. Honestly, I wasn't really gonna go for Hattie, but now I'm tempted, especially as they ran towards me here. She listened to my Terrorist, though, pretty well. Smart girl. Clever girl. Got tormented. I'm all ears is off cooldown. I don't think you make it here. Good. Double back. I'm all ears activates. Get a bit of a fake out to gain some distance. That's fair. I personally don't care for it because I understand survivor pathing pretty well, so I feel pretty confident on where survivors are at most times. Hence why most information perks I don't really care for unless I'm going for like a specific build. Alright, that Orgris Generator. Let's check this gen. I have no idea if this has any progress. Let's see. Nope, no progress. Well, Hattie could go for the unhook. I think the better bet is to have Yoonjin suicide out at this point. A boon, you say? A boon! Let's get rid of that. Cop and chases, and I really pay attention. Tinker helps me focus gens. Yeah, that's fair. I think if that's what you struggle with, that makes a lot of sense. Also, we will have an ad starting up soon here. We are running ad manager, and so unfortunately, we did not finish the match fast enough for those who are not subscribed. Apologies about that, but we should be wrapping up soon. My ears activates. There. Ooh, double back. Nice job. I thought she was going to go forward. She must have doubled back on me? Or potentially dance with me is the only thing I can think of there. My ears still off of cooldown. Yeah, we'll get the speed boost there. And let's just go for Scourge Chuck for good measure. All right, my girl. Well, let's see if you survive or die. A little bit of speed boost as well. She was back here. Makes sense. And we done did find her. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it. I thought about like ignoring her and trying to find Hatch, but you know what? Screw it. There's Emerald Ears active. Unfortunately for her, she did the wrong move there. There it goes. Wesker came in DBD and took over. He's the most played killer right now. Yeah, I mean, for good reason. He is fun to play. Oh, Hatch is right there. All right, fine, I'll give it to you. He is fun to play. His mechanics are strong. Overall, really, really good killer. So, yeah, I mean, understandably so. He is, in my opinion, one of the better developed killers up there with Demogorgon. I think him and Demo are probably some of the best developed mechanically. Sorry. Good luck. Man. Have fun. Next match. His kit is overall amazing. Yeah, it really is. I think he's the best licensed killer at the moment. I would give him. I would agree there. All right, I'll let the survivors bicker in endgame chat. I'll let them continue to bicker. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anyone else. I mean, Pyramid Head is also really up there. He's also very well developed. I think that he has an amazing kit. So he's up there as well. I think that overall, from like a balance standpoint, I think Wesker is very, very fair. I think he's very good as well in the right hands. Same thing with Pyramid Head. I think Pyramid Head, Wesker are probably the best two licensed killers that they've ever developed in the grand scheme of things. Did they release the next one yet? No, they didn't. Okay. Let's go to the compendium. Take a look. We completed compendium 12. We completed a lot of them. What are we missing over here? A lot of survivor stuff. A lot of survivor stuff. Any killer stuff? No. No killer stuff there either. I wish I could just like press a button and go to the next compendium rather than go back to the main selection screen. Killer, survivor. Nothing there. Survivor Glyph Challenge. Oh, this one. If a single discharge of Corrupt hit a survivor, at least 2 survivors as the Plague, basically go back to hooks with Corrupt Purge. That's the thing with this. This is basically just go back to hook with Corrupt Purge. Wesker is just a popular villain in general. I believe he gained a lot more players. I mean, both Resident Evil chapters definitely boosted the overall player base. I think Behavior still needs to do more in the grand scheme of things to really retain a lot of the players coming in. As they are definitely in a good spot player base wise if you look at the grand scheme of things, it being as old as it is. I think they still need a lot of quality of life updates. I think they could use a graphics engine update. I think they need to do optimization on console. So there's still a lot of things here and there that I feel like they could do. Beyond obviously like really good chapter releases. I know that the next killer is going to be a For Honor inspired killer. Inspired being the very key word there that a lot of people miss out on. Hit 6 killers with a perk while you're undetectable while using the perk Beast of Prey. So be undetectable while using the perk Beast of Prey. Hit 6 survivors with a weapon while you're undetectable while using the perk Beast of Prey. So based on the way that's worded, we don't need Beast of Prey to have been activated. We just need to be undetectable, and that's a key thing to keep in mind there. I think by that metric we go with either Dredge, because during Nightfall we are undetectable, or we go with Ghostface. We know that he's going to be a chase killer. There is some data mining. Because I haven't seen like direct descriptions, I can't say for certain what the killer is or is not going to be. So it's going to be really interesting. You know, let's do Dredge. I think Dredge and Nightfall. I mean, 60 seconds. Or Ghostface. It's so iffy. Let's do Dredge. And instead of a normal brutal strength, we are going to run Beast of Prey. Yes. Alright, we are going to need to use some blood points soon. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited. We should be seeing some more information about the killers soon. Because they should be coming out like first week of November, or last week of October. I'm pretty sure it's going to be first week of November, though. I'm just hoping that soon they tweak Nurse so they can stop balancing killer perks around her. That is what I'm hoping for right now, to be honest. Because that's a big thing, is that especially exposed status effects. We saw that with Starstruck, for example, and even Awakened Awareness, to where they nerfed Awakened Awareness because it was really good with Starstruck, and even better when used with Nurse, because Nurse's Blink Strikes count as M1s instead of M2s, which I think is crazy. Because if we compare Nurse's power to Blight's power, they're the same because they both rely on a fatigue after its usage due to the fact of the amount of distance that it gains you. And you're able to swing before the fatigue. I see no reason or argument to why Nurse and her Blink Strike is still considered an M1. It baffles me. Like, I might understand in one way the argument's like, oh, well, Nurse is never going to get a basic M1, meaning that she's never going to gain usage out of Sloppy Butcher, Dark Devotion, yada, 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 yada. At the same time, it's Nurse. She don't need those perks. So, that's my biggest thing around when they release exposed status effects, aura reading, stuff like that. They have to balance it around Nurse, and they could very easily not do that if they were to simply nerf her. But then my 2 cents on that. Technically she swings after she uses her power. Blight swings in the middle. Not really, because technically speaking, the Nurse's power ends with a fatigue. Blight has the opportunity to swing before he fatigues, in the same way that Nurse has the opportunity to swing before she fatigues. She's still in her power based on the fact that she has teleported and then needs to fatigue, the fatigue ending the power in the same way that Blight's power ends with his fatigue. So Blight can get a hit during Blighted Rush, much like Nurse can get a hit during her blink. So I find that to be a weaker argument there, because they both their powers, in my opinion, end at a fatigue and are active during that, during the activation, between the activation and between the fatigue. So that's the length of time of their power, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm hopeful that one day they'll do the right thing and tweak her effectively. It's what we have actually set up balancing wise for COTF, or Champions of the Fog, my Dead by Daylight League. And so Sloppy Butcher's banned on her, Starstruck's banned on her, Haunted Ground's banned on her, Devo, so on and so forth. Because basically, Nurse would never be able to use those perks normally on an M1. So yeah, that's my thought process there. It still baffles me that's never happened, and I don't know why behavior's so reluctant to do so. Like I said, I think the only argument that they can say is like, oh, well, if that's the case, then because she's 96% speed, she'll never get an M1 hit again. It's like, okay, good, cool. Like, move her up to 110 then, to where she can actually chase survivors at a blink. Because 110s are still pretty rough in chase. I would still argue that you could nerf her and make it to where she has one blink and moves at 110 speed. I think she would still be very strong if they were to do that. So this is RPD West Wing, yeah? Yeah. Hello there. Let's get hidden. Are we going courtyard? No, we're going to go to the press room. There's the vault. Dead hard. Gotta love to hate it. I really do hate new Dead Hard more than I hate old, not gonna lie. I think that it is by far more obnoxious. Down. Scourge-hooks, where are you? None around here, that's for sure. Alright, let's move you over to this hook and then start teleporting around, get some good information, and start progressing Nightfall. Let's check this gen. No one there. Let's check this gen. Yep, there's someone there. No one here. Hello, Yui. Or Yunjin. Someone else was on it. Duly noted. Ooh, she's in a rough spot there. Pallet, where are you? Nowhere good for the Yui. Or Yunjin, rather. It is over there by the other opening. Nightfall, about 66%. Should increase on the hook. Take a look around for Scourge hooks. We do have one over here, so let's go over there. Yeah, give her one blink and more walk speed. Give her an add-on where she can get an extra blink, but decreases walk speed. That would be brilliant! I actually didn't even think about, like, switching it, because basically she does have a add-on that does what I'd like her nerf to be. It's the matchbook. Basically takes away one blink, increases her walk speed, right? So basically there's something that already does that, you just flip it. Yeah, I think that'd be brilliant. I think that'd be perfect, actually. We see 2 survivors here, that's amazing. I'm gonna drop that, sure. You vault, have life, no. Nightfall should begin. Oh, just barely. Oh no, there it goes, perfect. So now we're undetectable. So now we'll start getting progression towards the challenge. So we put our shade there, push her back, get down, and the pallet to boot. With a hit on you. No reason to continue. Let's get the hook here. See if the gen here is the most progressed or not. If not, we erupt it. It is. So let's check the gens. Perfect. No, I don't think we hook, or we interrupt that. I think we hook on a Scourge Hook, get some more aggression. He is really underrated, and I feel like a lot of people don't use him as well as they should. A lot of people don't fully understand his kit. Good dodge there by the Yunjin. Let's get the hit. Like, a lot of people are confused, like, why isn't, whatchamacallit, why isn't Nightfall activating? And it's because you need to injure or, like, activate Nightfall in some capacity. A lot of people forget about that. And so it's like 99, but they either need to use their power, get an injure, get a hook, something like that. I'll use her power here. Good job. Honestly, probably could have faked that better. Well, Artist is just a very nuanced and mechanically focused killer. That's the biggest thing about the Artist, honestly. Let's make sure we're in chase, so that way when she vaults... Good fake on the vault. Love to see it. Let's vault for distance, though, and then she's probably going to have to utilize this pallet. Perfect. Halfway on Nightfall. Scourge Hook over here, still on 4 gens. That is brilliant. Let's start checking gens. Actually, before we do that, let's go to main. That was the one that regressed. Let's go to bathroom. Let's go downstairs. Why did you guys not lock the lockers? That's insane. That is insane to think about that they didn't lock the lockers for whatever reason. Dead hard, that's miserable. I hate it. But she continues. That's Meg. Good hit on you. Love to see it. Get everyone injured. We'll continue on Meg. Do you have balanced or something? No, just potentially making questionable decisions. In my opinion, but she's a pretty good killer. I love Artists. I love killers like Artists. I love killers like Pyramid Head, which really reward you for understanding the way that survivors think. Like, the most satisfying thing is always going to be like the cross-map snipes, for example. Let's start checking where they are. Alright, one right here. Nightfall's about over, but that's fine. Are you going to vault from? You do not. You have the pallet coming up, though. So she'll vault here, probably. Let's push her back into it. Lithe for distance, okay. Pallet there, drops. Where's the vault? Vault back. And down. Scourge hooks. One's downstairs, one's in middle. So let's hit the middle one then. And then start looking at what gens they're on. They were on the one down here. Okay, that was freaking awesome. They did nerf the nerf pain res in some way. They make it so now you don't see what generator it damaged. That's the main nerf to it. Survivors still scream, so you can still tell what survivor was on the most progressed gen, which is actually pretty useful information in my opinion, at least. I'll grab. Hi, Kate. How are you? Let's put you on a Scourge Hook, get things regressing. Good dodge, like it. Hit the hook though. Hit. Nightfall's at 66%, give or take. Looks like Kate has given up, more or less, which, to be fair, 2 people dead, 4 gens remaining. Scourge Pain Resonance doing frickin' work. And Pain Res has basically been the only regression perk that we've used this entire time. We really haven't erupted any gens as we've always been, like, on the move. Boon. Where do you think they booned? Let's find out. Here, Boon. My friend. No. Leave. You get hatch. You get hatch. No boon, though. No boon. Go for hatch. Thank you. You have paid the killer tax. Now go. Find the hatch, Zarina. Find the hatch. My general rule of thumb is that if survivors have gotten 0 1 gens completed, I'll give one of them the hatch. Yeah, Jolt Painter's Eruption, Call O'Brien's New Wave, Rip Pop and Ruin. I mean, Pop is just not good. In order to get like really good value off of Pop, a gen needs to be 50% in order for you to get 10 seconds worth of regression, where alternatively perks like Eruption guarantee you a flat 10% no matter the amount of progression of the gen. So there's quite literally no reason to run Pop based on that. Jolt is fantastic on maps with multiple floors like RPD, for example. Call O'Brien is Ruin on a stick, basically, with information tied to it on the skill checks. What else? Pain Res is a flat 15%, though you have to deal with the hook RNG, so it's not great on all maps, as we saw here. We had moments where we just couldn't, by any stretch of imagination, make it to a Scourge Hook. Overcharge, also pretty good. The flat 10% on the difficult skill check, though not a big part of it, can really mess up survivors if they're not careful. There's still some really good gen regression. I personally do think that they went too far on Ruin. And they really invalidate it in comparison to Call O'Brien, if you compare them 1-to-1. That is a big thing, in my opinion, that I don't know why they went so far with Ruin. When Call O'Brien basically just replaced it. But GG, well played to these survivors. Yeah, Call O'Brien is better than Ruin, gives the same amount of regression, gives info at the same time if they hop back on the gen. Yeah, it is really good. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did, and here we are, right? It is what it is. How many blood points are we at right now? We are... it's gonna be like 90. I think we can do one more match. The Survivor Glyph, no more Killer Glyphs here. Any more Killer Challenges? No more Killer Challenges. And we do have this one. Invigorate survivors 2 times with that priest antidote while they're intoxicated by the afterpiece tonic as clown. Invigorate 2 times with the antidote while they're intoxicated. So I don't need to get a hit. I just need to give them the tonic, then intoxicate. Okay. Call O'Brien, you have it the whole match, and if you can't use the regression part anymore, you can still use it for the info, which Ruin, once it's gone, is basically perkless. Yeah. I don't know. It's very strange. I hope that they, like, in some way, shape, or form, rework Ruin, because as it stands, I really do think it's pretty useless, especially with totem spawns as they stand, where pretty much most people, especially at higher MMRs, are going to know exactly where it is. Yo, pretty girls! GG's, my friend, GG's. Anytime, anytime. We have a general rule here. If survivors have gotten 0-1 gens completed, we usually give at least one person the hatch. But I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach goes how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Very happy to have you here. If you do follow, you'll get 300 channel points and be able to spin the Wheel of Killer, randomizing what killer I play next. Otherwise, we do have some options for you to choose killer, as well if you get enough channel points, you can have me pay the cat and or hamster tax, where I will bring my hamster Norbina or one of my 2 cats on stream. But with that being said, so invigorate survivors 2 times and then intoxicate them. No, invigorate them while they're intoxicated. Nice. I hate this challenge. I hate it already. Wesker, I'll give you a follow anyway, so if the rest of your games go great. I appreciate it, pretty girls. I hope the racing matches go great as well, and good luck, have fun in your matches across all of Survivors. We'll cancel this then, and we'll run some Oweski. While we are loading up, Ad Manager wants to run an ad in like 4 minutes, 30 seconds. So before we do that, we are just gonna run one ourselves. That way it does not happen in the middle of the match. So we will be back in just a moment. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just use a generic build for him. No reason to use my meta build. My meta build 9 times out of 10 really does just result in matches like we had last game, where we just get so much pressure and snowball so quickly. So it does, for lack of a better term, draw out the match a little bit when we don't use our meta builds. One of the Aries on call has not reached out. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll have to call them shortly. Alright, alright. Festive Wrangler. Cody After Dark. Avoiding Colt and Crazy Boys. Love the names. 1 toolbox, that's about it. That is fair enough. Can't complain about those all too much, at least in my opinion. 2 toolboxes, get a bit more scary. They're not the best item in the world, but they're still pretty good. I don't know, you were doing a clown challenge, my bad. Oh, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter, I can always do that challenge another time. So, not a problem at all. After all, those channel points rewards are for you guys to redeem. I've had them all for quite some time too, so redeem them at your leisure. You are fine. Alright, though. By the way, Cam, out of curiosity, how's my mic audio sounding right now? I have it a little bit more off. I'm not sure if you noticed, you don't see the mic over here anymore. So I was kind of curious and if the mic audio is good. Alright, Wesky Boy, we're on the Wretched Shop. Let's see here. Based on spawn. Could be left, could be right there. Let's check left first. Perfectly fine. Awesome. Happy to hear that. Scratch marks here in main. And we do see what looked to be an ad Jeff. Can't tell if they double back or not. So over here, there's Bill Boy. Was hoping that he might vault there. He did not, however. We'll get some distance here. Get that M1, and then go for the M2. Actually, we'll drop chase here, go for Michaela. 1 hit. Oh, Michaela, me girl. That's fault. Almost like this is where I wish I had Bamboozle so we could block that. Ow, she didn't drop. Shocking, Michaela, shocking. Good on you, though. I appreciate it. Dead Heart. I hate Dead Heart so much. I really do. It is just such an annoying perk now. Because there are just times where, like, you want to use your power and you can't do anything to stop them. It just shuts down so many killer powers. Alright, let's vault. Trying to think here. Oh my god, you have so many pallets. We got the down. Let's swing.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Alright, one gen already completed. They didn't complete main.
Starting.
That one there. Unfortunately, Whispers does track someone on a hook. Hello, Bill. You'll still crap on Dead Heart after its nerf. It's still really powerful. It's so good. I don't understand why people are like, oh, it's so bad. And I was like, no, it's insane. Like, against Huntress, against Wesker, anyone who has like a really good talent or power that injures, it is so strong. No Sinus survivors on the unhook, but it sounds like someone is here on the gen. That's Jeff. Hello, Jeffy. Interesting. Yeah, I'm fine kind of just going back and forth here. Unfortunate. And a DC from Bill. And a body block, accidentally. Alright, then I guess we'll go for you then. I mean, honestly, you get the same amount of distance, if not more, if you end up forcing the killer to hit you on it. Interesting choice there, Dwight. I like it. Fake out the power. Can't fake it out as well as some other killers. I want to get him on the other side of the pallet, though. Force him into areas that are less populated with pallets. Pallet here, yes or no? There's Michaela. There's Jeff. Actually, let's go for Jeff. I'm off that gen.
Do you
there we go.
think you can defeat me?
Let's get you up onto a hook, buddy boy. We should also deposit our void tokens, shouldn't we? Scratch marks over here. That's Dwight. You want to pick up the gen, I think. Blood there. Dwight there. That shadow might be close enough. Oh, especially because of the hindered stat. That was fantastic. He needed to cleanse himself big time.
I'll see you.
We see Michaela going left, Jeff going right. The problem with leaving Jeff by himself is the fact that he'll just go for the unhook on Dwight. He also just opened a chest to my right with a spray can. So... sorry, Jeffy. No vault there. Alright, we'll go for Michaela now. I'm fine with this. She was going to dead hard. She straight up was going to dead hard. I think what stopped her, though, is the fact that she paused in order to do it, and then you can't standing dead hard anymore. Oh, there. There's Dwight. Oh no, that was Jeff. So we'll go for Jeff then. That's mid-vault. That's mid-vault if I've ever done seen one. Alright, we see scratch marks going towards main. Let's head towards the left side of it and try and cut him off. Who's that? That's Dwight. Yeah, we chased Michaela before, so let's go for Dwight now. I think that is the play. The double mind game, Dwight boy. Let's get him back into the corner, though. I don't really want to break the pallet with him on that side. That allows us to then launch our power. Ooh, right by him. He's going to the tile, too. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he's on the short side, though. That's huge for me. I think I get this lunge.
Too bad.
It's so perfect. Slows down survivors if they're infected. Great chase ability, good map control, game slowdown, first aid mechanic. What's there not to like about him? Yeah, no, he is really well designed in my opinion. I imagine Jeff's back on his gen, right? There's no way he's not. Like, it had some pretty decent progression, so it only makes sense. Yep, sure enough. There he is. Ooh, playing with fire there, Jeffy boy. Playing with fire. We'll break it here. He has the LT wall and not much else. Oh, I was hoping to vault that. I hit the side a bit too much, though. Dead hard. Oh, dead hard. Wait, is he still playing into the LT wall? Why in the world would you do that to yourself? We get this hit, guaranteed.
You disappoint me. Is that the best you've got?
I still haven't unlocked Dwight. I understand why Michaela wanted to heal up, because she understood the cycle of death which was going to happen. Oh, we clipped the tree. That's painful. Do they heal under hook though? They might be. Whispers on? Yeah, I think they are. No. Over there though. Scratch marks. I see scratch marks and blood, scratch marks and blood. Let's deposit for the speed boost. Why not? We can come off on the other side of the shack. Our main rather. Perfect. Alright, Dwight me boy. That will be it for you, leaving the Michaela. Honestly, if Bill hadn't DC'd, I think there's a strong possibility that they may have been able to complete all 5 gens. What it would have looked like thereafter, impossible to say, but I'm pretty confident that they would have been better off. Not see if hatch spawns here. Nope. Right there, though. Alright, McKelmy girl. What is the plan? We got Noed too, so we don't really even do much. I think I saw scratch marks back here. Sure enough, I did. There's Michaela. Sorry, friend. Okay, fine. You paid the killer tax. I'll give it to ya. I'll give it to ya. Just know that I could kill you right now very easily. But yeah, that's what I mean by using generic builds. I still feel really confident in my ability to kill, and so if I had been using things like Scourge, Pain Resonance, Eruption, stuff like that, Bamboozle, chases would have been a lot shorter and gens would have been a lot less progressed. But GG, well played to these survivors. Hyper-focus stakeout, Commodious. 4 dead hards, a brand new part, Commodious hyper-focus stakeout to prove thyself. I'm shocked they... Oh no, I guess Bill DC'd off of... So he never got to use that, but even still, Resilience, Adrenaline, prove thyself. Yeah, the gens would have been flying, that's for sure. There's one thing I do kind of dislike about him. It's the fact that sometimes when his fire gets thrown against an object, they slide off. They don't get injured by it for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's the same like collision logic as Blight, for example, and when he slides and when he doesn't. And so I think that is the main reason why. It definitely does suck, though. It is not a fun experience for the Wesky, that's for sure. Keep in mind that you are able to flick with him mid-dash in order to change the direction that he's going to slam them into with the extension of the bound as long as you grab. So if you have a longer dash and you turn right, He's going to then take like a 90-degree turn. Watch the riders go through a wall and will get injured. Yeah. It's just because some things just don't have collision. It also could be a server-side visual issue to where it shows them being thrown against it, but potentially on server-side it's determined that that is not where they truly landed. It's strange like that. But either ways, that there will end the stream for the night. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!